Okay. Okay. いいのかな Hello everyone. Today I give a presentation about evading the ransomware protection in Windows 10. This is an inconvenient truth for Microsoft Truly. I'll be happy to answer any question at the end of my talk. However, I'm not native, so go easy on me. First, okay. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Soya Aoyama. I'm security researcher at Fujitsu System Integration Laboratory Limited and organizer at B-Size Tokyo. I've been working for Fujitsu more than 20 years as software developer of Windows. I wrote Enlist driver, Bluetooth profile, WinSock application, and more. I've started security research about 3 years ago. My first presentation was at AV Tokyo. It's one of the most famous security conferences in Japan, and like GrrCON. Its watchword is no drink, no hack. So I gave a presentation while drinking at that time. And I hope to enjoy drinking today too. All right, let's get started. May 12, 2017. Do you remember? Yes, it's a day of cyber attack by WannaCry. The malware caused tremendous damage all over the world. Ransomware as represented by WannaCry, Microsoft gave one answer for it. It's literally ransomware protection. This is quoted from Microsoft blog. Microsoft adds the ransomware protection feature in Windows 10 for Creators Update as a countermeasure against ransomware. The new feature helps stop ransomware from accessing important files in real time, even if ransomware infects the computer. When the feature enables control folder access lockdown folders, allowing only authorized apps to access files. I examined the ransomware protection in detail. Okay, this is ransomware protection screen in Windows Defender Security Center. When you turn on the button, the following are displayed. Protect folders and allow an app through control folder access. We look at each item in detail. Firstly, it's protected folders. Set folders to protect Here, the Windows system folder is protected by default, it's stated. This system folder is usually C:\Windows\system32. However, the folder is not included in this list. What is the truth? I show you in demonstration from now. This demonstration is a copy file and execute test program and check files. Firstly, ransomware protection is disabled. And the file of each folder was encrypted. Next, ransomware protection is enabled. The file of each folder was not encrypted, but this zip file in system folder was encrypted. The truth is Windows system folder was not protected by default. What folder do you think that Microsoft calls system folder? I don't know. Next, it's allow an app through control folder access. Set application access protected folder here. Apps determined by Microsoft as friendly is stated. What is this? I show you in demonstration from now. This demonstration checks each application can make change to the file. Firstly, I check CMD. CMD is allowed. Next, I check PowerShell. PowerShell is denied. Next, I checked 7-zip application. But 7-zip is very complicated. I check 2 versions. And this version is allowed. But this version is denied. I I really cannot understand about the apps determined by Microsoft as friendly. The truth is Microsoft only knows. Next, I found a vulnerability of ransomware protection. I'll show you in demonstration from now. This demonstration is to encrypt the file with only batch file. What is written in the batch file is the registry operation and the restart to Explorer. I check Explorer with Process Explorer. So the Explorer loads malicious DLL on the network. I'll explain how I injected it. And needless to say, it's registry. There is a shell extension list loaded by Explorer. It's under HKCR, asterisk, shell EX, and context menu handlers. This time, I use this GUID. The actual value of GUID is under here. Its value is shell 32 DLL. Even MSDN is written, HKCR is merging of HKLM and HKCU. And HKCU takes precedence from HKLM. In the case of the GUID, there is a value in HKLM, but not in HKCU. So if you write the value to HKCU, you can change value of HKCR. This is overall mechanism. Normally, the value in HKLM is reflected in HKCR. Explorer reads it and loads the correct DLL. However, you can write a path of malicious DLL in the HKCU with user privilege, and its value is reflected in HKCR. Explorer read it and load malicious DLL. As a result, the malicious DLL load into Explorer can encrypt the user files. I submit the vulnerability report to the Microsoft Security Research Center, Response Center, because I thought it very dangerous vulnerability, and I want a little reward. However, MSRC's answer was, this does not meet the bar for security servicing. Unbelievable. And there was similar research. MSRC decided Yago's finding is not vulnerability too, because Defender exploit guard isn't meant be to security boundary. Unbelievable. What is ransomware protection? WannaCry infected other PC using MS-17 010 vulnerability. However, ransomware protection is a feature that prevents the encryption, even if infect WannaCry. That is, there should be new boundary here. Until now, account-based security boundary have been defined, and though they accepted it as called security vulnerability. And now, boundaries that are not based on account was appear. We should reconsider the definition of boundary and vulnerability. I'd like to define no account-based security boundary as the security sub-boundaries, and those beyond that as security sub-vulnerabilities. How can we prevent this attack? Delete Explorer from friendly list. Fix to make Explorer load only signed DLL. Both of these are Microsoft's work. What we can do is to always check if malicious values are written in the registry. I checked the ransomware protection of Microsoft, but how about other anti-malware applications? This is a market share of Windows anti-malware application vendors. There are Avast, ESET, Malwarebytes, McAfee, and more. I check the top 5 of anti-malware applications. Firstly, Avast Internet Security has the ransomware shield. However, my malicious DL was able to encrypt the file. Next, ESET Smart Security has the ransomware shield. However, it's the same result. Next, Malwarebytes Premier has the ransomware protection. However, it's the same result. Next, McAfee has the ransomware interceptor. However, it's the same result. Next, I didn't find whether spy bot of server networking has the future of measures against the ransomware. However, it's the same result. As you can see, it's turned out that it's difficult to prevent this problem with each anti-malware product as well. Finally, once again, we should reconsider the definition of boundary and vulnerability. Okay, my presentation is over. Thank you very much.